welcome to British Wrestling Radio on this Friday night evening. Nixy.
Hello.
Oh, I'm in trouble with.
No, not really.
No, all right, don't worry. I'm forgiven, hopefully. All right, it's going to cost me big next year. It'll cost me a T-shirt or something at a super show. I can see it, or a PCW hoodie. I can see it coming now.
Hoodie. All right,
bullshit! Don't you start on me. I've been watching Educating Essex. Right, get this out of the way quick before we get going. I want to make a full apology for that shit thing that we called the show last week. That was the worst thing I've ever done. I came in from work, thought I could set it up in 2 seconds because I got a new tablet. How the fucking hell do you work a tablet? I just cannot work that fucking thing. It's great for me information, but trying to run a bleeding Skype off it and put your headphones in and then realizing that your headphones aren't working and everybody can hear you fart, it's just not happening. So we've gone back to the old way tonight. So we're getting everything's gone. Been a busy week. I have been hacked on Facebook 2 hours ago. Absolute fucking disaster. So if anybody got a message from me in the last 3 hours offering you a free iPad, don't open it. And don't give me shit. It's not my fault. I mean, I got some right shit off people saying, "Oh, you've been hacked. What the fuck's going on? You shouldn't be doing that to me." I ain't clicked on nothing. I've done nothing. My Facebook, I've been asleep all day. I didn't click on shit. If I have, I must have fucked up, but there we go. But very simply, I got hacked on Facebook about 5, 6 o'clock tonight. So I was having babies and everything. This week I fell down the stairs. I've broke my back. I've got marks all over my fingers. It's been one of them weeks of hell. And I just want this week to finish, and I've still got work to go. And you've been shopping for Chewy Vamps, haven't you? You've got boxes and boxes of these bleeding Chewy Vamps, haven't you?
Chewits Vampire things, yeah, and my favourites. I only get a few months a year where I can look for them, so
you must feel like it when you go for your vamps like I do with Henderson's Relish from when I go to Sheffield, because you can only get Henderson's Relish in Sheffield. For those who ever come to my house, you will see Henderson's Relish when you get it. But it's the same thing with me, so don't worry about it. I mean, if there's only a couple of places where you can get your stuff from, you go there. Now, big news.
Well, they're only out once a year, that's all.
Yeah, well, you're getting there. What do you mean that's
in
the bedroom? That's what stays in the bedroom. Ah, fair enough. Anyway, right. First things first. Right, get back to what we got best for. Oh, first of all, can we say a massive thank you to everybody at Elite British Wrestling for that beautiful poster that we put up on our webpage over the last couple of days. And it was amazing to see it. The fact that we've got this thing, and in the right-hand corner is British Wrestling Radio badge. And so I was like, wow, that's wicked, and very, very proud of that. But that's one massive poster in Sheffield. And then you get some fuckers in Sheffield who's tearing down all these posters. They're advertising a wrestling show for the 30th of November, and the 28th. And they're getting all the posters. Sorry, it's 29th. Sorry, I got it wrong. And all of a sudden, they're getting all these posters took down. Where's that music? What the fuck's that music? Oh, shit.
No, it's me, don't worry.
All right. But we've had that, and people's been saying, oh, yeah, well, everything. We've had a week where British Wrestling Radio's likes have gone down. Now they're going back up and stuff. We've got a brand new website, as you can see, with more pages and everything. And if you look at the bottom, you see a section that says Nixy's Bit. Now, Nixy can rename it to whatever she wants. But instead of doing blogs for other sites, I thought, why don't Nixy write her stuff and put it on this website instead? There is now a guest book where people can write their comments and everything about the shows and everything. There's wrestling links. There's going to be podcasts, radio shows. There's going to be everything so people can get going. And so everything will be fine and stuff. But end of the day, it's a new website that we've put together. It took me a couple of days to get it all done with. No, I have not farted again. No, no, no. I've made sure I do not fart today. That is perfect. That is perfectly recognised. So people, if only people want to know it's for me for farting, they've done a bit thing. But hold on a sec. Hold on. What the bleed now? We've only been going 10 minutes, and she's gone silent. I don't believe it. Get back in here. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. No, she ain't. Suffocate. No, she ain't son, but she'll be back. She should be back for us any son. Anyway, it's been one of them weeks. It's been total chaos where everything that could gone wrong has gone wrong for us. So we are very sorry to people that's tried their best to get in contact with us and stuff. It has been a bit of a topsy-turvy few days. It's nothing real major problems. And everybody can still hear me, right? Everybody can still hear me in the show, right? Yeah? Good. Hopefully. Everybody can still hear me, cool. So, yeah. Thank you very much, guys. We'll get going as soon as... So what's happened with Nixy? She's got a new tablet and everything. And she decides to do... see if we can get her back. If we can't, it's going to be a crap night without her. So, you there?
Yeah.
There we go. Hey.
There you go.
All right, there you go. That lasted long. We should be okay. Anyway, we'll get into stuff first. Right, first of all is the British wrestling shows that's happening over the next few days and weeks and so. We didn't do this last week, and I apologise. Very simply, upcoming events tomorrow at Swanley Kent, IPW UK, Super Future 1. That has got the following guys on the things. We have got on that. The address is White Oak Leisure Centre in Swanley Gent, and it's going. What's it got here? We've got Uriah Nations on it and stuff, and they've got no bloody thing on it. They've got no lineup. How can I do that? Anyway, one PW UK has got one Swanley in Kent tomorrow, and then also tomorrow at the Victoria Hall, Hard Ings Road, Keighley, Eternal Glory 2013, NGW Eternal Glory Night 1, backed by popular demand. What you have is, after a near sellout, can we confirm they've got Doug Williams, they've got Team GB, Matt Myers, Dariah Dablo, Colossus Kennedy. They've also got Rampage Brown and Davey Boy Smith Jr. is apparently on this show, which is right because I've seen him in Japan. He's in Japan this weekend. But so that's happening in Keighley tomorrow. And also tomorrow, Rebel Pro Wrestling in Hull Beach Community Centre. Special edition Joseph Connors, Dangerous Danny Steele is also these things. Once again showing his age. Kiss my ass. Shit for brains. I've got no man wrong with my bleeding age. Wrestlers due to appear at the Hull Beach Community Centre, Fish Pond Lane, Hull Beach. Special edition Joseph Connors, Captain Rick Wildfire, Dangerous Danny Steele, Alex Michaels, Timberwolf, Alex Gracie, Roughhouse Stevie Mitchell, Tornado Matt Hopkins, Mustachio, one man boy band Kip Taylor, and more. Start time 7:30. Prices £8 for adults and $6 for kids. Then we also have on the 10th we have Kamikaze Pro 5, The Rise of Ua, and Uriah Nation. So we've got that at the St. Anne's Parish Centre in Birmingham. And it will be featuring the Kamikaze Pro debut of Your Nation. Tickets start at £10 front row. General admission £8. Entrance 4 p.m. and the show starts at 4:30. Matches: Uriah Nation versus the Pride of Wales, Eddie Dennis. The Hunter Brothers versus the Predators. Dynamite Pete Dunne versus Kid Fight. The All-Day Star Ryan Smiley versus number 1 Damian Dunn. Mr. Money in the Bank Robbie X and Chris Brooks. Oh yeah, Ryan Smiley and Damian Dunn versus Robbie X and Chris Brooks. MVK Valkavius versus T-Bone. Flash Morgan Webster versus Dan Maloney, and very, very many more. Kamikaze Pro 5. Then we have Revolution Pro Uncensored at the tap, 18 plus at the thing. So you've got Uriah, Uriah, Ura, Unation, Uriah. Oh, Jobber. I don't bleedy know these daft names. And nobody's told me how they say it anyway. Pub Tap Tapping, Chattanham Medway, Revolution Pro Wrestling. Jimmy Havoc and James Castle will be taking on the Unnatural Disasters. Well, that's an original name, isn't it? We've also got the London Riots versus the Swords of Essex. Do you know the Swords of Essex? Do you know if they do tag teams, Nick? Every time they do a tag team, they go, "Oh, that's fucking amazing, isn't it? Oh my God, they did a tag! Oh my God, that is so fucking amazing!" I'm gonna get the Corrupt is taking Lord Gideon Grey. We've also got Hiroshima Takahashi, Marty Skrull, Joshua Bottom, and Lord Gideon Grey. That's happening at Revolution Pro. Then next Friday, November 15th, at the EvoVec Preston, PCW proudly presents Super Show 3, starring, amongst others, Justin Liger, Bob Holly, D'Lo Brown, Shannon Moore, Chris Masters, Kevin Steen, Awesome Kong, Ua Nation, and more. Exactly. Yep, I think that's the 12 p.m. one. Friday, November 15th at 6 p.m. till Saturday, November the 16th at 11 p.m. Here we go. The headline names are Justin Liger, Awesome Kong, Ua Nation, Kevin Steen, Bob Holly, Chris Masters, D'Lo Brown, Shannon Moore. Friday evening show starts at 7 o'clock show on the Friday. The Saturday day show starts at 12:15. Evening show starts at 6:30. There's all prices freeze from Super Show 2. £15 is a general admission on night 1. £15 is general admission night 2. And the day show is 15 general admission, and there's still a few tickets left. And if for all the lot, it's 40 quid. Super ticket, over £100 in savings. Card 1 for the night. The card for night 1 is Johnny Kidd versus Keith Myatt, Justin Liger versus Martin Kirby, El Ligero versus Ua Nation, Amazing Kong versus April Davids, Justin Liger versus Dino Mark, Bubble Gum versus Amazing Kong, night 2. Chris Masters versus Chris Masters versus Chris Travis, Kevin Steen versus Dave Masters, and the day 1 includes Travis versus Steen, Noam Dar versus Johnny Kidd. Loads and loads and loads of wrestling happening that weekend. Then the next, on the 17th of November, Southside Wrestling presents its own super show with all the regular people that you've just seen from PCW show. And their lineup continues. Here we go. The card so far for the daytime show on the 17th is Mark Haskins versus MK McKinnon, Kevin Steen versus the Predators, Ua Nation versus Chris Travis, El Ligero versus Robbie X, and then a Speed King Scramble match, Martin Kirby versus Kaylee Ray versus Jim Hunter versus Lee Hunter versus Tyler Bate, and plus one more. Evening show, we have Chris Masters versus El Ligero. Kevin Steen is taking on Styx. Shannon Moore is taking on Martin Kirby. For the heavyweight title match, Mark Haskins will be defending his newly won title against Ua Nation. Awesome Kong will be versing Kaylee Ray. Travis versus Memke McKinnon. And the one that will get Nixy very upset, it's Team Mills versus Team Dale. Right?
Oh, Team Dale.
Hold on. Team Dale Mills is Hardcore Holly and the Hunter Brothers versus Team Harvey Dale of Max Angelus, Nathan Cruz, and SC Supreme. Stipulation is whoever loses match will leave Southside forever. So either Dale Mills or Harvey Dale will be leaving Southside forever. That is the stipulation of that match. I hope everyone has a great time at that one and stuff. Also, on the 17th, Future Shock 71 at the Stockport Guildhall. Cyanide is defending the title against Zach Gibson. And also on the 23rd, Britannia Wrestling at the Buckley Academy. And all the usual guys from BWP. And also we've got Winter Warfare at the Hawking. Oh, where's that bleeding thing? You see, this is all this in November. We're not even halfway through it. The Hawking Community Centre, Heaven Foster and all Hawkins. Winter Warfare, hosted by Pitbull Pro Wrestling. Featuring El Legado versus Mo Takahashi. The Lionhearts and Van Wicked versus the London Riots and the Mystery Partner. Bubblegum versus the Arabian Night, Tiger Ali. Dazzling El Ligero. You're going to take the piss out of my accent anymore, guys, because I'm going to be fucking fucked off in a minute. This is getting beyond a fucking joke now. He says, stop taking the piss. I can't help the way I speak. You want to do the show? Come on and get on this thing and do the fucking show.
Fucking.
Anybody else? Anybody else want to take the piss? Dazzling devil.
Oh, Lee James does.
Okay, fair enough. That's it. We're finished. It's okay. No worries.
Oh, shut up.
No, I'm off. Fuck it.
Get back to it. Carry on.
If we're going to take the piss out of my accent, there's no point carrying on. I can't do it all the way I fucking speak.
They're only having a laugh.
Nah, fuck it. I don't care. It's all right. Wait till I see him at shows. I'll bleeding take the piss out of bleeding northern accents. Racism. It's fucking racism. Anyway, I can't go anymore because there's so many bleeding shows and we're going to be here forever.
Point.
I'm only up to November 23rd, and that's only 2 weeks away, and that's going to be crazy. But we'll be all fine for next week. I apologise. If you're going to take the piss out of my accent, fine, fair enough. It's hard to be humble when the hardest thing you can do is tap on a keyboard. He says. Right, now, Nixy.
Hello.
Nixy, you've had a rough week because people have been messaging you going, oh shit, she's going to go mental.
Yeah, but I've had just as shit a week as you, haven't I? So
we've had terribles, hasn't it? It's just awful. I mean, people in our chat, thank you so much for taking the time to join us tonight, including Lee James, even Lee Jobber James himself, who we met at the Super Show, at the Hope Show as well, and a few others I've been to. So he's a cool lad. Yeah. But he seems the person who's been getting the most stick this week. The worst thing is, no matter how bad a week you have, I mean, no matter how, there's always somebody worse than you that has a worse one than us, a.k.a. Gavin Knotts.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, every time... you could wake up in the morning and be Gavin, really, couldn't you? He gets some stick even when he turns on his thing. He turns on his phone in the morning, goes on Facebook, and people just love to have a go at the poor kid. So, hope everyone's having all right in our chat room again at our new little thing. So, my bleeding chat room's frozen. I don't believe it. I can't see it now. No. So, if I accept my apologies, I do apologise, guys. So,
I can see what they're saying.
I can't see shit.
I can.
What they're saying?
They're not saying chippy, so.
Oh, the Bugs Bunny. They're doing Bugs Bunny, aren't they?
No one said that.
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
No. Oh, there's just been racism, have they? There's just been racism towards Northerners. I'll get you. The worst thing is, I'll get you all bleeding now. Gav can't buy a break.
Don't worry. Ross, hang on a sec. Ross, I messaged Ross earlier. I saw the perfect Christmas present for you today.
Oh, God. Yeah. But everybody gives me shit. I mean,
Ross, didn't I?
Yeah, it's everybody's like that. But what can you do? Anyway, last week. Oh, by the way, did you know that I won a raffle at Southside Wrestling?
Oh. Bugs Bunny.
Hey, don't diss me, woman. You won't be getting a free ticket to a Southside show if you carry on. All right?
Oh.
Oh, but if you don't know, I won tickets at the Southside anniversary show a couple of weeks ago, which was funny because Gavin was like, "Oh, you can pick any show you want to," and I thought, well, yeah, start stating the obvious here. Give one to Gav. No way. To be honest, truth, I don't know what I'm going to do with him tickets yet. I really, really don't. I hope he's having a great time. You said, raffle was a thing. I said, what? Oh, it's gone. But I don't know. To be honest, truth, I can't remember what I said a couple of years. Gav is going to get destroyed on. Oh, yeah, the Team Heel podcast is happening tonight as well. Gavin has got special guests, Andre Corhill, and the guys from another podcast that we got mentioned on a couple of weeks ago. So that's happening all tonight and everything. We watched Gav the other night, and he was blue. They did a podcast with him on it, and he was actually blue. He just got this face, and they're saying, Gavin, what's your thoughts? I know you saw with his blue face. It was like watching the bleeding blue meanie with glasses on. He just looked at me going, what the fuck? And I've never seen him so quiet. Every time he goes to him, I've never seen him so quiet ever, but there we go. Love you, mate. Love you. It was just... Last week you mentioned something. I am not going to bring you... Oh, bullshit. Don't do that to me. I can't remember. Anyway, we'll get into the things that's been happening this week. Right. We also had this on the website. I rebuilt it. Now, I can say to you again, you see your little bit where you can write whatever you want now, Nixie's bit?
Yes, I did.
You can change the name. You can change it to whatever you want. That's going to be your little thing. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's your little section. And if anybody wants to write bits as well, there's the guest book. Write whatever you want, and then we're getting there. And we'll get the events going and everything. So it's going to look great. This website's going to look great by the time I'm finished. I'm very, very pleased with it. I'm very, very proud of it, exactly. Nixie's Cena rants. Fuck off. Don't start with bleeding Cena rants with her. So, shit, I've sworn before Watershed. Shit.
You've been saying F for the last half an hour.
Have I? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
There we go. Anyway, one more thing. One last thing. On the 17th of November in Croydon, Matt Stryker from the WWE is going to the Fairfields Hall in Croydon for doing a TV show for the World of Sport Wrestling. They're going to have legends like Johnny Saint, Wayne Bridges, and everybody's going to be there. They've got the Johnny Saint's officially retiring, and they're having a lineup including Wayne Bridges, Tony Banger Walsh, Johnny Kincaid, Jackie Turpin, Paul Lincoln, Bob Kirkwood, Bob Anthony, Carl Hines, and Bobby Stafford. Joe Legends Wrestling, the 36 Stone Carl Kramer, the Zebra Kid, Zach Knight, Travis, and more. Not Chris Travis, just somebody called Travis. And Johnny Kidd is scheduled to wrestle Matt Stryker, who is called Matt Kay. It's going to be a TV thing that they're trying to get World of Sport style wrestling back on ITV or any channel whatsoever. Tickets are £12 as adults, £10 concessions, and 40 quid for the family of four. ICW special. Oh shit! I do. You know. As you know, so yeah, if you want to do it, Nick Pixie will do it about 9 o'clock. We'll get that done, because I know for the fact Nixie's going to rant in a minute. I know for the fact she's going to go mental, because now it seems the WWE is over here in the UK, which means one of three things. One, 29th and 30th, BWR Hall of Famer Marty Jones is going to SWE up in Dundee. So there you go. Everything like that. I can't postpone it again, Pixie. If you want, we could do the whole show next week if you want. Next Sunday. Next Friday. I'm off next Friday. Promise that we can do it anytime you want. Next Friday, 10 o'clock. Bang, bang, bang. We've got a guest on first, but then for the last hour, we can have ICW just for you. How's that? Because I'm in negotiations with somebody to come on for the first half hour, and next week looks might be a full 2-hour job. I'm really sorry, Pix. I don't want to upset Pixie. She's brilliant. Plus ICW last week. She had a hospital appointment. She came back and she went to ICW, and she was on crutches, and she did all the stuff. So she was amazing. She did a cracking stuff. But Pixie is ICW. If she was a wrestler, she'd be the hardest nails on the planet. Yeah. Get Pixie on. Okay, all right. We'll get Pixie on in a bit. Oh, people's messaging me again. And you know, I can't help this thing. But, anyway, the British Bulldog Hall of Fame, that thing is on the front. Yep, of course you can. Yeah, you can call up later, Pixie. I'll get you on in about half an hour or something. Yeah, we'll get you on about 9 o'clock. You know, it's only popular doing the show. Do it. Poop. Dino is only popular. Some people can't spell. Not saying it, but there we go. Anyway, now, back to the WWE. The WWE is over here, which means 3 things. 1, you get people camping outside of hotels, hoping for a cheap picture with the wrestlers. Correct? Nick?
Yes.
Number 1.
Very correct, yes.
Number 2, the show will be bleeding piss poor, because it always is when you show Raw and SmackDown. It's always the piss poor booking. Yep.
Yeah, it's never wow, is it?
And number 3, and I'll let Nixy say number 3.
The red phone box.
And that fucking taxi at the top of the fucking ramp. Please.
Oh, you love it. Come on.
So I know what's going to come next Monday. And, Pixie's met D. Bryan. Oh, look, Daniel Bryan. And it's always been this thing with me. That for once and for all, I'm going to put the record straight now. I do not hate red phone boxes. I look at phone boxes every day at work. It's just the fact, for once and for all, I have got guns going off behind me. Oh, it's fireworks, sorry. I've got... That's a complete throw me now. I do not hate phone boxes. I don't. It's just the fact that the WWE have not changed the set now in over 10 years. That's what I don't like. I will... The WWE to give the British people a new set, right? Something that is more up to date than a bleeding phone box and a red and a black taxi that looks like the size of a limo and a red bleeding double-decker bus. That's what I don't want. That's the thing that I don't hate about it. It's not the fact I don't hate the phone boxes. I just hate the stage. I just hate the setup. It's always been the same since the late 90s now. It's never changed, and that's the thing that pisses me off. It's not the fact that what a bleeding box. I look at red phone boxes every fucking day in my life. But it's just the fact that the WWE have not changed this bloody stage. That's it. That's not nothing else to do with anything else. Anyone else could say, oh yeah, Dino hates phone boxes. No, I don't. There you go. There it is. One other thing, Dino. He's gone. Who's gone?
Who's gone?
I've gone apparently. I've gone into my rant mode. It's not a rant. It's just the fact that people think that I don't like phone boxes. I've never been in a fucking phone box. Who uses phone boxes? We've all got fucking phones. And it's another way, getting the British talent buried. Yeah. Because when we saw Robbie Brookside go on and he got destroyed by Umaga and all these bits, and you always get them. Nick, you're a twat. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so the WWE are over here doing live shows and everybody, and I think they're up in Glasgow tonight. I think it's Glasgow. So I'm not quite sure, but I know they're up somewhere like that tonight, or Edinburgh, or wherever it is they need to be.
Well, they'd be loving Drew McIntyre then.
That's if he's on. It better be.
Well, I was going to say, do you reckon they'll kick Regal out?
It just depends on what they do. Really, I think you put Drew McIntyre's got to be on the show, to be honest. Regal be like Manchester, Birmingham that way, because like he's from that area. He's from the Manchester, Blackpool area, isn't he? According to every bleeding WWE wrestler, they come from Blackpool or bleeding Manchester. They don't come from anywhere else. They do bare knuckle fights. They do bare knuckle bleeding fighting in bleeding circuses or something like that. Wade Barrett's like that. William Regal, he learnt his skills being a bare knuckle fighter. Fuck off. He learnt his skills doing gyms in bleeding Dublin. That's it. Fuck it. So WWE that'll be for the next few days doing Raw, SmackDown, and other things when they're getting ready for the 24th of this month, which is Survivor Series. Are you looking forward to Survivor Series?
I don't really know what's going on yet in it, to be honest. You can't really judge it. I know, like, one match, so you can't really, till we know exactly sort of what's going to be on the card. I mean, what's annoying for me is that there's no traditional matches sort of being mentioned yet. That's what I want to hear about.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. You're spot on. I mean, it's a couple of weeks. I think, well, we've heard that Big Show's taken on Randy Orton because that was done on Raw this week. And Cena's doing a rematch with Alberto Del Rio. But, do you know what I'd love to know what I want to see? I want to see the Wyatt family take on Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. I want that.
I think that's going to be good. I think that it will be very good.
I want that match, definitely. We know that AJ Lee's going to take on one of the Total Divas again. So we got to get that.
Although, did you hear about the thing with the Divas, by the way? That apparently there was a letter going around that some of them have been on performance enhancing drugs, and Natalia's name and Nikki Bella's name were on there.
Ooh.
Did you not hear that? I read that last week.
No.
I read that last week.
Ah, spoilers. What do you know about spoilers? Well, I'm not spoiling.
I'm not spoiling.
BP prepared yet. So that's how she got massive boobs. Next great.
No, but I tell you what, I have noticed recently that Natalia her shape looks better recently. Yeah. Like she looks like she's lost a bit around the middle, so kind of makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah. Could
just be a pure rumour, but...
Yeah. Why is she wearing a T-shirt? Why is one at Bella's wearing a T-shirt? What's going on there? Why has she got a T-shirt with number 2? You want to go? You want to be number 2? You want to go?
Because she's got 2 big enhanced boobs?
I don't know. Second Bella, I don't bleeding know. Who cares? Anyway, Monday Night Raw came from... Where did he come from? Where did the Monday Night Raw come from last week? I don't know. Anyway, we opened up Monday Night Raw. CM Punk was getting attacked by Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. Where's this going with Brian? Where do you think this is going with CM Punk and Bryant family? Yes, there's going to be a match at Survivor Series to do this feud. Is it a good idea to put the Bray Wyatt family up with Punk? I mean, after he's finished off with bleeding...
Depends what way it goes.
Yeah, but Punk couldn't make Ryback look a star. Do you think... I know Bray Wyatt, they've had some good things on about it and everything like that, what they've been doing. But do you reckon the Wyatt family are ready for the feud to put them in the bigger picture now? It's okay doing them in with Kane, like they did at Survivor at SummerSlam. But bringing them up to the next level with CM Punk, do you reckon that is going to be the good thing for the Wyatts? Or like it's a sink or swim thing to see how they go? And if they do well, give them other things. And if they don't, do a Dolph Ziggler with him and just job him out for the next 6 months?
Well, apparently they're high on him, so...
Yeah.
They're quite high on him, apparently, so that's why
Don't say the word high. Don't say the word high in it on them in the WWE.
Because I got high. Because I got high.
Yeah. No, that record's 12 years. Do you reckon that record's 12 years old now? Jesus. 12 years old, that record now.
What, because I got high?
Yeah, 2001. There we go. Anyway, Out next come the way it will be Punk. Punk went at it with Luke Harper. Decent enough match. They were decent opener to Raw. It just made a change for them to have a wrestling match instead of a 25-minute promo. Be Triple H going,
Gamer.
The Big Show. Pixie's great at exclusives. Anyway. And if anybody saw Pixie's great pictures from the ICW last weekend, they did some cracking pictures. Yeah, forget the results. Pixie just does your pictures now, and she's like, here you go, wingside, ding ding, there you go, straight in. Anyway, Punk won that match, and afterwards, Rowan Harper attacked him from behind, and out came the Yes Man. No, not Jim Carrey. Daniel Bryan. Sustained, and he shot. I am the goat face of eternal goats or something, and he saved the day. Yes, Trips is pushing his shit out when he does them bleeding promos, but that's how he goes. He pulls him back in the ring, so it does look like there might be CM Punk and Daniel Bryan versus the Wyatt family at Survivor Series. 3-on-2, you guess? A 3-on-2 handicap?
Possibly, or it could be a 4-on-4, but I don't know who else they'd use.
No. Then we saw footage from Triple H's recent interview with Michael Cole where he banned the Big Show for life. As if that happened. Right, and then Nixie's favourite thing appeared, where fans could vote on the WWE app, otherwise known as We're Gonna Fix It No Matter What. You had the choices for Randy Orton's opponent being Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, or Big E Langston. And Big E Langston won. Now, I'm sorry. Tell me, I'm Carlton Banks beat Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. Dear me. And then after that, we had Damien Sandow and the Real Americans would be taking on the team of the Rhodes Boys, Goldust and Cody, and Mr. Superman himself, John Cena. They came back from the break, and we saw footage of Daniel Bryan saving CM Punk again. Did you realise, right, is it getting me or is it getting worse, where it's like, oh, we've just got to recap what happened 5 minutes ago? As if
no, it's getting worse.
As if we've lost all memory of what happened 5 minutes ago, going, oh, I forgot what happened. What was it doing? I forgot what was it doing 5 minutes ago when it happened. I want to recap it about 10, 11 times in a 3-hour period. It's just stupid, but WWE do it. And we saw that. And so Punk said he wasn't realise he was the only one with an issue with the Wyatts, and realised that him and Bryan. So it looks like it's going to happen. Michael Cole went on the phone with Paul Heyman, because he said he's in Europe seeing specialists about the injuries he received at Hell in a Cell. Now, we all know that's bullshit. We all know that bleeding Paul Heyman was behind the curtain at some point, but hey-ho, let them make the believe the WWE universe that he was somewhere in Europe. And then we had Ryback versus the Great Khali. So Ryback's gone from a program with CM Punk in Hell in a Cell to having a match with Mr. Khali himself on Raw. Zack Ryder must be going fucking apeshit, because he's going, what have I got to do to get on Raw if the Great Khali can get a match over me? Ryback won that one. Afterwards, we had a look back at the Big Show helping the Rhodes Boys win the tag team titles. And then we had Kofi Kingston versus Del Rio. Kofi Kingston, I'm going to go on record, and Nixie's going to be shocked. I believe Kofi Kingston is awesome. He's getting better and better now. I don't know what he's done or whatever he's done with it, but Kingston is really, really getting better now. And these two did a cracking little match. I thought it was a great one. Shame that Del Rio won it, but hey, and stuff. Can you imagine? Yeah, Winter said it in chat room. Can you imagine Kingston as a heel?
No.
Like, yeah, but it'd be funny. You know, like the Nation of Domination type heel. You know, it's like we're doing all we are the Nation of Domination. Kofi Kingston being the leader of the new Nation of Domination. That would be great. If Kofi turned heel now, and you could choose anybody like that to be in a Nation of Domination, you'd have Kofi Kingston, Big E Langston. Who else would you have in?
Who else have you got?
R-Truth. That wouldn't be bad. Booker T, yeah, Booker T.
What about like Titus O'Neil, primetime players?
Yeah, primetime players. That'd be a cracking nation. We are the Nation of Domination. You go, girl. That's just for Darren Young. Sorry. Sheamus. Oh, Sheamus. No. We had that with WWE 12, I think, when they did the United Kingdom storyline in WWE 12, when it had Sheamus, Regal, Drew McIntyre, and it had Wade Barrett in the WWE 12 storyline. Is he still around? Jackson is still around.
Ezekiel Jackson, yeah, he hasn't been released.
Is he still there? Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart in the Nation. Do you remember that? Owen Hart in the Nation. I am not a nugget.
To be honest, yeah, because my brother's been watching 99, so I'm 98 and 99, so I'm pretty well aware of it at the minute.
Right.
Although Owen Hart's just turned into the Blue Blazer, so.
Oh, dear. What, again? Oh, dear. We had a look back at the Big Show versus the Authority feud, and then we had Orton versus Big E Langston. They're really pushing Langston now as a face, aren't they? They really are getting on board with him now, aren't they?
Yeah. I still want to do the Carlton dance, though.
Well, if he's a face now. But he's going up for a program against Dean Ambrose, isn't he? They're putting, or is it Curtis Axel? Is it?
I think he might be Dean Ambrose now.
Yeah, not Curtis Axel. No, it's my thing.
I don't think so.
If people know me better in the chat room, then please let me know. Then, unbelievable. The highlight of the night, and I must admit, I did spit my drink out when I saw him Fandango with Summer Rae versus Natalya and Tyson Kidd. Tyson's back.
Yep. He did look pretty good.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Tyson was all fucking amazing. But Tyson, do you think they think now, after all the crap he's been through, they might just start to putting on? They've took Natalya away from Carly, thank God.
Thank God. I was about to say that earlier.
And put Natalya with her husband. I bet George is happy anyway. So that'll be cool to see Tyson back. Then we saw Renee Young backstage with Damien Sandow, and he's talking about John Cena and the World Heavyweight title. Zeb Coulter walked up with the Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro. Then we had the six-man tag: Cena, Rhodes, and Goldust versus Sandow, Jack Swagger, and Cesaro. You can't say anything about Cesaro at the moment because he's really hitting his straps. With his spin and everything, everybody's just took it to his hearts now. What can you say? Just Super Cena won the day, didn't he? Super Cena won. But yeah, I think. Where do you think? Do you think there's rumors now going on that Goldust and Cody, they're going to feud for WrestleMania? They think that's going to end up as a feud at WrestleMania, and we're going to have that match at WrestleMania 30. Which one do you think is going to be the heel?
I'd like it to be Cody, purely because the crowd are so behind Goldust at the minute that I just wouldn't want them to do it to him.
Evening, Stephen. Evening. So then after that, we had the champion celebrated in the ring. Vicky Guerrero walks into Triple H's office and then announces that the Big Show's here. Triple H is going mental. He's losing his arm. He's doing a Tasmanian devil fling with his arms. And then Stephanie says, yeah, just I let him in. And what are you doing? That noise?
Nothing.
All right, fair enough. All right. And talk about it, and then someone says, like, tells Vicky to go to tell Show to come to his office right now. And then we had Dolph Ziggler versus Curtis Axel. Now, finally, Ziggler's starting to win matches again. Do you think he did something so bad it was on the... Now, look how this is from this point. 6 months ago, Dolph Ziggler had the biggest pop of this year when he won the world title. Agree?
Yep.
Yep. Biggest pop of the year by a mile. Then, for the next 6 months, now it's not his fault really because he had that concussion, and that's no fault of Dolph whatsoever. But he's done something to the extreme of the curtain call, in my eyes anyway, because no matter what he's done, they've just buried him. I put this onto the same thing as they did with Triple H and the curtain call. Because after that curtain call, they just told, the famous quote is, you're going to eat shit and you're going to love the taste of it because you've got to eat plates and plates and plates of it. Ziggler's done something that must have been so bad because what he's done for the last 6 months is literally been on a downward and downward spiral. It's the moment he turned face, it seemed it happens and bang, 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 bang. Now it looks like he's starting to build up. He doesn't need the Intercontinental title with Curtis Axel. There's no point to that match. He needs to be back in the world title picture. Would you watch now Cena versus Ziggler? To be honest, Nick, would you watch Cena versus Ziggler now over anything else that's happening with that world title? Yeah?
I don't think it's going to be that, though.
Yeah, but would you watch it, though? If it happened tomorrow, and somebody said, done like that. But who would you
I'd like to.
But would it work as two faces? Would it like with him coming down to the ring and saying, I want to shake your hand and I want to match with you for the title. Shake my hand. But it won't happen. Then we had the Usos with Drew McIntyre versus 3MB, McIntyre and Slater. Poor fucking McIntyre. What has he got to do? This poor guy that was supposed to be the future of the WWE, the hand-picked player by Mr. McMahon, and it's ever since that thing with his ex-wife, isn't it? And it just seems gone down.
Yeah, I think that it was a large.
Yeah, and then we had Usos on that, and then we had a six women tag match: Bella Twats and Eva Marie versus AJ Lee, Tamina, and Aksana. Is that how you say it? I forgot.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Yeah. And the Bella Twats and Eve Marie won. And Eve Marie actually getting the pin. But Eve Marie
no one likes her, though.
No. Well, your friend Webby does. He thinks she's amazing.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Want to bet? You look at his comments from the other day on Football
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Yeah. But I'm not going to say no. Then we had Triple H and Stephanie McMahon coming to the ring, and then they had this thing with the Big Show saying, I want my job back, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Did you see the big production error that happened during this thing? Where they cut to a commercial when the Shield was coming out? You saw the Shield was coming, and they went to commercial.
I've heard about it.
And apparently Triple H jumped out of the ring, got on the mic, and went absolutely epswith. He went absolutely schizo at everybody in the back. He completely fucked up. But at the end of that, we had Triple H announced the match, got his job back. Big Show's got his job back. He's got a title match against Randy Orton. It's not exactly filling me wanting to buy the pay-per-view, that match. Big Show versus Randy Orton. Is it you?
No, not particularly.
No. Anybody in the chat room guys, this is for you. If you knew any other match, if you don't know any other match, would you buy Survivor Series just for the fact you see the Big Show versus Randy Orton? Winter's Lair. Oh my God, who cares? Nick Mason, stream it. Yeah. Anyway, and that was Raw. And that's the first time we've done a review of Raw in months.
In a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, we promised you last week that we said we'd do this Raw, and we did it right. Now, we've done the thing that happens with that. Now, big British news, and I forgot about this, is they missed something important. What did I do? What did I miss?
What did you do?
Well, I missed something important. What did I miss?
Oh. What the fuck they've done?
I could have forget. How could we forget? How could we forget the moment that you and everybody connected with British Wrestling Radio and everybody that's listened to us for the last 18 months said as soon as Kane walked out of that door and as soon as he walked behind that curtain, we all went, fucking hell, Nixie's gonna go fucking ape shit. She's gonna blow her mantle on this one. What the fuck have they done to him? Oh my god. Oh, come on. What have they done?
What is it all about? It's all right, he wasn't in the corporate ministry, all right, he wasn't in the corporation, he was part of the union, I think, back in the 90s. But what? No, it just doesn't work. He's a monster. He's an undead, creepy creature. He's not a business suit man. What are you? He looks like fucking Drew Carey. What the hell have they done? I mean, all right, you add a red tie, that connects him to Kane. No, it doesn't. It just makes him look like a fucking twat. Oh, do you know what? I literally sat there and I went, no, fuck off. And I was shouting. I don't know what my next door neighbours were thinking, but I was just shouting at the TV going, what the fuck have you done? You just ruined everything. Just turn him back. What the hell have you done? I mean, it was bad enough he took the mask off, but now you just, no, basically. That's all I have to say. Oh, I'm just frustrated. Makes me angry just thinking about it.
Right. Can I say, as my thing, I think it's a genius thing. I think it's absolutely genius. Not. Hold on. Think about it. Every time they've fetched Kane back, right, he's come back different. They couldn't keep the mask on him. No matter what happened, the mask had to come off at some point because of his other things he's been doing with that movie he's been promoting and stuff, and he's got to promote that. So, it's got every single... WWE has done it again. They've got every single person talking about Kane because they've done something with Kane that you've never seen before. You've never seen him like that. It was like, oh my God. And Lee James has just said it best in the chat room. Let's see where it goes. Let's see what they do with Kane as this. Because as soon as you saw him in a suit, I just went, what the fuck have they done? Genius. They've got everybody talking. If they've got you doing that, that's the first time you've lost your rag on this show in months. And if they've done that to you, all I can say is mission accomplished. They've done it. They actually got people who love Kane so bad talking and going ape shit about the guy. And that is amazing because look what it means to you now. You've just completely gone on a rant that we've not heard in months. And that is all because Kane, he didn't say a word. He didn't say a word. He came out in a suit. That's all he did. And he walked to the side. And he didn't do nothing else apart from throw a chair in. But he's got everybody talking in the wrestling community that Kane walked out in a suit. Genius. Whoever thought
the only thing
genius.
There's only one thing I'm hoping at the minute, and that's that it could actually be leading to Undertaker coming back and trying to turn his brother back to the dark side, and it being a WrestleMania match, and this actually being Undertaker's last match at WrestleMania 30. That's the only thing I can hope. It's the only thing I've kind of got in the back of my head.
Nick Sason said then I would lose it. But the plan for Taker is, what we've heard is, now I'm not going to spoil it from, I'm not going to spoil anything but Sting. This thing with Sting now, there's a new thing with Sting that's coming back, resurfacing again. So, Nick Sason, Nick's, I'm gone. Heel Steven, best for business. But let's see what happens. I mean, it's 2 years since anybody talked about Kane properly. He came back as the monster with the mask. It's 2 years in December. 2 years ago he came back.
That's not long enough.
No, but it seems every couple of years Winter's Lair said it. How many times is this now? They've been reinvented Kane. They've redone him, repackaged him.
At it every time.
Yeah.
But I just don't think
let's see where it goes.
Work.
Let's see where this goes. It might be the best thing you've ever seen. Who knows where it might go? If this turns into making Kane, do you know what'll do it better? And do you know? And I saw this on Tuesday night. And do you know what'll be better? If he comes out and says, "My name isn't Kane, it's Mr. Glenn Jacobs."
No. No, that wouldn't.
If he come out and said, "I have never been called Kane. Kane has always been my other nemesis. My real name is Glenn, Mr. Glenn Jacobs." I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I can't resist it. That would be the icing of the cake, wouldn't it? If he said, "I'd come back as a political person," the lawyer. Because we all know that Glenn Jacobs is a big thing with the politics in America. Away from the WWE, he's a very, very shrewd guy when it comes to politics. Put that into the character, where it could go. Nixy, you sound like a choking squirrel, apparently.
Okay, then. Fine, that's fine. I feel like a choking squirrel every time I watch it.
Oh, dear. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I agree with that. Because...
Right, so on Monday night, Kane walks out and he explains everything what he's done. But I think the one thing that did me is when he took his mask off and he handed it to Stephanie posted that wig straight away and it ended up in TNA offices and Abyss appeared with it straight away. So it's going to get use out of it no matter what. The wig is still going to be used in wrestling. That is the only cross-promotional thing happening in wrestling today is Kane's wig. But TNA don't need the help. I've watched Impact the last few weeks, and I'm gonna stay about it now. I'm not gonna go one of these bashing missions and everything like that. TNA Impact these last couple of weeks has been awesome. They've been really cool and everything, and I've enjoyed watching Impact these last two things. And Impact's really done it. Hogan is officially gone. He's gone. Now it's official. There's no more Hulk Hogan with TNA. The negotiations are happening between him and the WWE. Have you heard the rumor that's been coming out of America this week, Nixie, about Hulk Hogan and the plan for WrestleMania 30? Nix? No? Oh, so back in a minute. I'll get it there. Anyway, Bischoff's on the garden leave situation as well. And we've got... It seems as though we all said it. We said it for months and months on this show. We said it better. We said it all the time. We said, let's give TNA up to Bound for Glory. And then after Bound for Glory, then we'll see what happens. We said it for months and months and months. We said it, give it a chance. And doing it now, and it seems that they're going back to Orlando, Florida to do Impact again. It looks as though the on-road experiment didn't work. We don't want TNA to be WWE 2. We don't want them to be a rip-off of WWE. I want TNA to be TNA Wrestling. That's what I want. I want the TNA to be what they did. Get everybody talking about the great things you saw in the TNA ring. If they bring the six sides back, who knows? The wrestlers don't like it, but when have they ever checked out what the wrestlers want? Wrestling Matters. Oh, yeah, that happened a long time ago. Nix, are you there now? No? Nix? Have you disappeared on me? You haven't you? I don't know. But it's just one of them things. I think, end of the day, she's gone. She's gone. Oh, But end of the day, Impact's been doing great. I watched it last night. Well, I watched it this morning, sorry. And loved it. Absolutely loved it. Superb thing. Love what they're doing. Absolutely amazing. If TNA are doing well, then WWE's doing well because they've got to raise their game. If them two aren't doing well, Ring of Honor with Davey Richards, Eddie Edwards, Steen, Jay Briscoes, and all the other bits is that they're doing well. Nick, just saying.
Hello.
About Impact and TNA. Bischoff's gone. Hogan's gone. Yeah?
Yep. It's
right?
the best thing ever. I cheered.
Right. Now, have you heard the rumor about Hulk Hogan for WrestleMania?
I have, yeah.
What have you heard? Because I've been heard something else, and Brendy beat me to it when I was producing for Brendan on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock on Wrestling Radio Ireland here at bwrradio.com, because that's his new home. So, they had this thing, right? What have you heard about Hogan?
I've heard that he's going to be in some kind of match at WrestleMania, but that's all I've heard.
Right. Do you want to hear the match? What I've heard. Right. It coincides with the Hall of Fame 2014. They've already put Flair in twice. Now, there is rumours, because of the condition of a certain Scott Hall, being now that he's sorted himself out and he's in a good place now, and Kevin Nash is in a good happening thing and everything like that, and he's in a good way with the WWE. For the Hall of Fame, some people are putting their feelers out to put the NWO in the Hall of Fame next year.
I haven't heard that, but...
Right. Now, to have a match at WrestleMania, to have the NWO take on the Shield at WrestleMania 30.
Well, that's rubbish.
Give over! That'd be fucking awesome!
You know, it would be good, but it won't happen because they're talking about splitting Roman Reigns away and making him a massive babyface.
I know, but that would be... Could you imagine you've got the biggest WrestleMania of all time? You've got Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta coming out to the ring through the crowd, and then all of a sudden it's new world order. Pow! The original 3 New World Orders come out. We know Hogan can't go a full match. We know Nash might be the best of the 3. But nah, not the Wyatts. Shove the fucking Wyatts up your ass, bleeding Wyatts. I get out of the Wyatts. NWO versus the Shield. That would be the best match of the lot at WrestleMania. I don't think the Wyatts are going to be there on the same thing that much longer anyway for Bleeding Mania. So... 3MB. Jobber, you fucker. Yeah. The only way 3MB will be at WrestleMania is be on the side of the cars like CM Punk was at WrestleMania 22. It's a fantasy match. It would happen. It would love it to happen at WrestleMania 30, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. And yeah, to put the Shield over the NWO, but what a match it would be, eh? Just for nostalgia. Just to see NWO t-shirts and everything come out just for one night. That's all. It would be a great little match on WrestleMania. And I think it'd be a genius way of doing things. But who knows what would happen? Who knows? I would love to see it. I would love to see the NWO back, but we know it's not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Hold on a sec. I've got to... Oh, no, sign in. Hold on a minute. I've got to do something here. Excuse me. No. It's this fucking bleeding tablet. Ah, there we go. That's better. I've signed in on 2 devices with this bleeding Skype. So there we go. But it'd just be one of them things for me. Also, over the next few weeks, this week, a video went up from Preston City Wrestling. Oh, yeah. NWO are touring this month. Have you seen it? Hall Nash and Sean X-Pac are touring Glasgow, and they're doing the 19th, 20th, and 21st of this month. Glasgow, Manchester, and London. So they're doing a little... Yeah, it looks great. They're doing a little chat and thing, and you can have your photographs took and everything. And I'm surprised Gav ain't gone, really. Gav will be there going, will you sign my T-shirt, please? My TNA Lockdown T-shirt. Ministry of Slam Productions are behind it. That's the ones that's doing it behind it, so they're doing a good thing. And ICW up in Scotland, they're also getting their BBC thing coming sometime very, very soon, hopefully, and that'll be on TV very, very soon. I don't know what it is, but everything in Britain, I mean, Scottish Wrestling Entertainment, they're doing some great stuff. I mean, they've just had Bret Hart up at their shows. Now they've got Marty Jones up for the next one, and they've got all these great, great things happening. Scotland is the hotbed of British wrestling at the moment. Anything that the English scene Scottish are really, really kicking asses and just going up them 3-4 notches. And everybody's got to go up to that level. And it's really, really happening up in Scotland. And I swear and I promise you, I'm coming up to Scotland next year to see some wrestling. I swear as Lord's my judge, I'm coming up. I will see ICW, I will see SWE if necessary. Hell for Lycra 11, I will see it all. I promise. Yeah. I'm definitely going up there. It's going to be amazing, amazing time. Thanks to everybody again in our chat room at bwrradio.com. If there's anything you want to see on our websites, please let us know. Sign the guest book. Let me know. And then we can take it from there. I'd love to hear your opinions on the website. Love to hear what you think and stuff. But it'd be amazing to see everybody. Amazing to see what everybody thinks of it. It's not finished yet. I'm getting it going, but we're stuffing. The petition for the Bulldog is going to stay there at the front until he's in the Hall of Fame. I announced that, and I've chatted it to the guys at the Bulldog. It's only fair. If you've not signed the petition, please sign it. There are over 1,700 signatures and everything, and it's great stuff. Like we said, if you know of a podcast that wants to be on the webpage, let me know. If you know of a wrestling show that wants to be on the website, let me know. Upcoming events, we'll do everything like we can do and stuff like that. Get a calendar put in. Anything you want, it will be there. So, anyway. Now, there was a video this week, last Saturday, put on the YouTube by Preston City Wrestling that showed Davey Richards announcing that he's going to the WWE. That he was teasing it, sorry, not announcing, teasing that he was going to the WWE. Him and Eddie Edwards. Now, Nixy, you've not seen Eddie Edwards or like that, have you, really?
I've heard the names.
All right. Davey Richards is phenomenal. That's what I'm going to say. Davey Richards is phenomenal. The American Wolves. Let's put it that way. The American Wolves. He did it at Southside. He said that if anything's going to do it, then Michael Elgin is going to be the guy he's going to pass the torch to, because Elgin is amazing wrestler. And then you got Davey Richards saying, no matter where I go, and I will, no matter where I do and go, I'm going to make my decision in the next few weeks. He's been teasing it a lot over the last few weeks with Preston promotions all the way around the UK that he's going to make a decision, and he looks like he might go to WWE. Please don't let him go to TNA. We don't know why, but I don't think TNA would know what to do with Davey Richards or Eddie Edwards. But saying that, who knows what WWE would do with him. I love watching the American Wolves. Don't get me wrong. I love watching Richards. I love watching Eddie Edwards. I love Ring of Honor. I really, really do. My ambition for 2014 is to meet Jay Briscoe. Wherever Jay Briscoe comes over here, if he does, then I want to meet Jay Briscoe, because if you've not seen Jay Briscoe's promos, if you've not seen anything that he's done, please, please, please see his promos. Jay Briscoe is on fucking fire, and he's taking on Elgin and Adam Cole at Final Battle in December, and it just beat Kevin Steen and for a number one contenders match. And Nigel McGuinness is the matchmaker in Ring of Honor. But no, it just seems that over the next few days and stuff, it's really, really been busy. And we are like again, once again, I mean, I don't know about Nixie things, but last Friday, Gav thinks every fucker's going to TNA, because the fact is, Gav's on a fucking WWE hate mission for some reason at this moment in time. But I know I'm going to get shit for that, because he always does it to me. But he's been on such a bad one. I did see the Briscoe's new belt. But, right, Nix, here's a question for you.
Go on, then.
AJ Lee's next 6 months. What is she going to be doing for the next 6 months? Do you think she's stalled a bit now?
No, not at all.
Think she's gone back?
I think the problem is Caitlin was actually competition for her, but whatever anyone says, Brie Bella has not improved recently, however much she's training with Daniel Bryan. And I think it's the lack of that. I think because she's facing someone who's not as good as Caitlin was, she's struggling. That's my personal opinion anyway.
AJ Lee will job. Heel Steven. Kill him. Kill him. No. Be nice to Nixy. Nixy's had a rough night. I've never known Nixy like this in months and months and months. Are you all right now?
I've had a rough night.
Rough night? You went on the biggest tirade you've ever bloody done, woman. That's what's up with you. You've just done the biggest tirade you've ever bleeding done.
Okay, I didn't realise that it was that. That's fine.
You had every... Drew, right, Monday night watching Raw, when it finished, all right, I'm being serious. You was the talk point of everybody on Facebook. Because, I mean, it was. It was a simple case. It was more fucking worse than anything we've ever seen. It was like, what the fuck is she going to do? And you just couldn't do it. And she just went absolutely mental. But it just seemed crazy times. That's it. Oh, yeah, I've got addiction. I've got an announcement to make. I've got an addiction. My addiction is Candy Crush. I see. I've been playing
what
it.
What have you done?
Nothing. When you got this new tablet, you just seem to be playing it, and I've just been getting all these apps and stuff, and I tried Candy Crush on the app instead of my phone, and it worked a lot better, and I still can't get past this fucking level. I'm still stuck for about 2 fucking years. But between that and Baseball Heroes on Facebook, that's my 2 things. So, but basically and stuff and things. Right, what have we got on the webpage? This is the best thing about having a tablet, because I can talk to you and look on the webpage straight away. Now, let's go down and let's see what we've got. We got Elite British Wrestling on the 30th. I'm hoping to go to that one with our beautiful name on the massive poster. Likes is 874. Try playing Jetpack Joyride. I do not think so. My Xbox One's coming in 2 weeks. I'm having that fucker. That's where my thing's going to be. I asked a question, what is the most shocking things you've ever seen in wrestling? And I got 2 answers. And one of them was from Michael Webb that said, Sami Callihan slitting Danny Havoc's wrists, which I never seen. So that's going to be interesting to see that one. And Ross, under the persona of British Wrestling Radio, said the Sandman's crucifixion in ECW. What was your most shocking moment in wrestling? The one that you, well, apart from Monday night on Raw when Kane walked out in a suit, actually. Dude, what are you doing? Are you eating or something?
No. What's my worst moment ever?
That's mine. What Winter's Les just said. The mass transit thing was awful. Because if you have noticed, that was really...
You've said a lot about that.
Yeah. Well, review of the last show from ICW's on the page from Pixie. Pixie's been getting the mentions left, right, and centre tonight. Full lineup. Why did you take a picture of you with your reaction, with your hand over your face? Why did you do that?
I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah, I bet you did.
And you got to admit, it did get a good. It did garner a very, very good outcome, and I quite enjoyed that you just let it play out.
Oh, did you see that? Preston's announcing that Papa Shango are coming. Papa Shango's coming to PCW, Road to Glory next year. That's happening. Bloody hell. I've deleted everything on this page. Shit. Seems our page has been deleting everything, so I've lost a lot. But don't matter. I mean, the shocking moments when you see, like, when your jaw just drops, and hence Kane walking out in a suit must be in your top 5. Uh, you know, it's oh, hold on. Scottish Wrestling Entertainment have just announced matches for the 29th and 30th of November. The Jackal versus Martin Stallion, Chaz Phoenix versus Scotty Riccio, I think I'm shit with my names. Sami Zayn versus Debbie, Ian Ambrose versus LJT, and a number 1 contender spot for the SWC will see Claymore versus Tenacious Johnny Lyons, with a special appearance by the legend of British wrestling, Marty Jones. So you got that at the moment. And everybody's playing WWE 14 except me. And the Young Bucks are coming to Revolution Pro. That's fucking March. That's bleeding next year. Why people say, oh, look who's coming? And you go next year and you fucking... It's... I think everyone's going, oh, yeah, well, March, April, May, June. Jesus Christ. Bleeding out. Let's get this one out of the bleeding way, yeah? I'm just having a quick look, see if anything else. No. Don't. No. Right. Rugby League and everything. Rugby League World Cup. And I think Rob Maltman's doing his usual stuff with LCW. Full House Wrestling on the 23rd of this month, crown their champion up in Peterborough. So they were not that. But anybody who's going to the Super Shows next week, have a great time. I hope everybody enjoys whatever it does. It's going to be amazing this month for wrestling. If you see Raw before I do on Monday, I know somebody somewhere is going to put a picture up of the Raw set before it happens, and they will tag me in the photo and go, oh, I bet Dino's going fucking mental at this moment now. And I'm like, oh, why is people sending me messages now?
It's not me.
No, I know it is. No, it's it's just people sending me messages. Don't do it. If you, like I said at the start of the show, if you've received a message from me over the last thing, hold on, I'm just gonna reply. No, mate, I got hacked. All right. I got hacked earlier on today about 6 o'clock, and I must have done something. And it's exactly right. I must do something. I promise thee now, if it's Pixie online. Let's see if we can get Pixie in here for 10, 15 minutes, talking about a PCW thing, or ICW if she wants to. Otherwise, I can advertise it all the way. Check Skype. I can't check fucking Skype. I'm on a shit computer. I'm just checking Skype on it. I've got a shit computer on me at the moment, so I'm trying to check Skype as quick as I can. But the reason why we did it early tonight is because I've got a night shift to do at 11 o'clock tonight, so I've got to get changed and make myself look like a respectable CCTV operator. Thank you, everybody, as well. I know I should have said it last week when we did the show, but it was so shit last Friday's show that I've got to say it now. I just want to say on behalf of myself and my wife, Lindsay, thank you so much to everybody that sent a message over the last so many days saying about wishing my wife all the health and get well soon and everything. So it's made it absolutely her jaw dropped when she saw what people have been doing to her and stuff and things. So thank you. Not working.
How is she doing? More importantly,
it's she's all right. She's got to have the operation in a couple of weeks and stuff. So we're hoping to get that out of the way and stuff. But thank you to every single person that said it. I was really touched. But we'll get it done with. I promise. Right, this will happen. Right, next Friday is the 15th, you know. It's 15th of November. Right, announcing now. And if I go back on my word, I will pass ownership over to ICW. Okay? ICW takeover. I've completely messed up here. This bleeding computer of mine, it's absolutely shit. I can't do all right with it. I do apologise to Pixie and everybody about this. Let's see if it gets working, the fucking thing. Technical problems again. Well, we've been on an air about 100 minutes now, so we answered a few technical problems. You only disappeared twice, so that's not too bad for us tonight.
No, I suppose not.
Well, thanks to everybody that's done it. I shall swear more than me. I should hope so. I don't expect anything less. It's like I've said, if there's anything you want to see on here, if you're a wrestling company, please let me know. I want to put as many things on this website as I can. I want it to be the best website in the world, but I can't do that on my own. I need people to help me with it, and I need people to keep in contact and get us everywhere we can. It would be amazing to make this place the best we can do it, and stuff, but it's not coming up. Nick's Pixie, sorry, love. I can't see anything on my computer at all. Sorry. But just leave it. I'll see if I can ring you in the next 5 minutes when this bloody computer decides to play catch up. But if people keep messaging me while I'm on a show, it's bloody annoying, you know. It's not annoying, it's just irritating. He says. But what can you do? Anyway, the price of fame, I suppose. Now, right, Nix, have you got a view doing your F&E quiz? Or are you going to do that on me this week before we unleash it on the people next week?
I could do a few on you if you'd like.
What? And what's the oh yes, I've sent out a challenge. Now, before we finish, I've got this challenge to set out once and for all. There's a challenge I'm going to put out to a certain Mr. Ryan Clark. And I told Winters this. I can't see the chat room, by the way, so there's no point asking me questions. I can't see it. It's just completely gone. I hope you can hear me still. Very simply, a challenge is going to be made to Mr. Ryan Clark. Now, I am the bottom of the WZR Fantasy American Football because I'm hopeless. My record is 1-8. Now, there's only a few weeks left before we get the playoffs. And the bottom two get to playoff in the losers final at the end of the season. And it looks as though it's going to be the owners of British Wrestling Radio and WZR TV, hence Mr. Ryan Clark. So the challenge is going to be done on Tuesday night on WZR. And the challenge is this. If I win the Loser Bowl, Mr. Ryan Clark has to come on this show as a guest. If I lose, I have to do this show with a live video link of me with the word loser written on my forehead and a big red clown's nose on my head face. So that's the bet. Do you think you'll go for it?
I'd just like to see that, to be honest.
I bet you would. I bet everybody would, actually. In fact, let me see if I can get back in our chat room with my tablet. Because I found the flash player. Right. Let's see if I got it. Let's see if I can get in here. Please don't boot me out of the chat room because I'll be under a stupid name. But
I think everyone's betraying us with WZR, quite honestly.
Oh, they're saying that WZR to win now?
Yeah.
So they want to see me with a red nose? Kiss my arse. You evil bastards, the lots of you. No loyalty at all. No loyalty.
Yeah, and that's from one of our moderators as well.
He's psyched. I bet that's Winters. I bet you $5 that's Winters, in it.
No comment.
It is bleeding Winters, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can
Never
see it now. That. Wear a Giants jersey. In your bleeding dreams, Stephen. In your fucking dreams, am I wearing a Giants jersey? Red nose, farting and singing Beautiful Dropout. No, I'm not doing that. I can't fart. I've got them on my headset now, so there's no chance of me doing that. Give a special shout out to the people that's been associated with British Wrestling Radio to finish off. We want to thank you to Wrestle Ropes, to the Lockup Wrestling at WordPress.com, guys. That's Nick Mason and Robert Shade. And senses, as we send our prayers and our best wishes to Robert, who's doing his things out there. No, Stephen, no. No. Nick, me and you was going to fall out. I wanted you to wear the Pittsburgh Steelers jersey at Bleeding Southside, but that weren't going to happen. Now, but don't kick Snugglefoot. I would have been burnt it. You fucker, you wouldn't have bleeding dead. Anyway, back to it. Wrestle Ropes to the Ringside World website for all your tickets and everything involved. Lock Up Wrestling involved by Nick and to Robert, and also to our very good friends at Brit Rest Chat. Thanks ever so much for all your support and everything I've over this week. We have got a follow on Twitters and thing like that. We've got a Twitter feed on the webpage, so you can follow us on Twitter if you click on that. Facebook, it keeps going up towards my own Facebook page. So as soon as we can work out our Facebook, we can do it on BWR, then we can. But until then, we're still going to keep it as it is. I hope everybody's enjoyed the show. I've really enjoyed it tonight because it's been a cool one. And the fact that I'm going to say a bit before I go any further, I want to say a big, massive get well very, 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 very soon to Pixie, because she's had some in the hospital and she's out and everything. Please, please, please get well soon, Pixie. I want you on here next week. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Next week we will have the ICW special. We will have it on here more than anything else. That is a cert. I promise. If you don't get it, I'll change the name for this station to one night to Insane Championship Wrestling Radio. Okay? I apologize for everybody earlier on about taking the piss out of my accent. I'm so sorry about that. I do apologize. The worst I've ever think that I shouldn't have said that. So I apologize. Shake me up, kick me ass, do whatever it is when you see me. I'll even buy you a beer to make it up for it. All right. But stay tuned later on tonight. We've got the Team Heel podcast with special guest Andre Corbell in a podcast later on with the Blue Meanie, a.k.a. Gavin Knotts. Nixie, are you calm now? Are we going to be all right now with you? Because you've got this Kane out of your system now. Are we going to be all right? So
for now, yes.
Yeah. So if he comes out on Monday and says, I'm no longer Kane, I'm Glenn Jacobs.
There'll be an angry face picture on our Facebook page.
I'll just put a word of warning.
There'll be like a snarl and like blood coming from my mouth. And
do you know what you should
create something pretty evil.
Do you know what you should do? What? Drop his theme music and come out to Here Comes the Money. Here comes the money.
No, he really shouldn't do that.
Yeah, did you hear about what Pixie did last week? I'm sorry I'm going on about Pixie again. Did you hear what Pixie did last week? Talk about this for a hardcore wrestling fan, right? As this, Nix, have you seen it? She was put in. She had a drain on her spine for 12 hours, and then she left hospital and went straight to ICW. Which ain't exactly the most sensible thing in the world to do, but the question is, did any of the wrestlers pinch her crutches and use them as weapons?
I bet they did.
I want to hear Bino's knowledge being tested. I'm not fucking that. Don't you say a word, you Brandy. I'm your producer, remember? Without me, you wouldn't have a bleeding home. Just remember that. Jesus Christ. Full of crutches, full of morphine. Fucking hell. She's a star. She's an absolute legend, that girl. Big up to everybody that follows wrestling in Scotland and Stephen Magnus. To everybody in our chat room. Snooky Plum, that's me. Nixie, the owner. Deano BWR, owner. How can I still be in there? I'm in here twice. Let's get out of there. That's better. We've got Winter's Lair, as always, the star of the show. Pixie, get well soon, my girl. Brendy, like we said, Brendy's got a new home for his show, Wrestling Radio Ireland. Tuesday, 26th of November, here, 7 p.m. Brilliant show for him. And he's got a brilliant producer, me. Asa, what will we do without you? Can you make Asa a mod, Nix, before we go? Can somebody make Asa a mod, please? Fuck PG, what would we be without you? Steve Magnus, great stuff with SWE, sir. Heel Steven, Team Heel podcast tonight. Get everything go. Nick Mason, good luck, mate. Nice banter, as always. Love you. I'll speak to you later, more than likely, on Facebook at 2 o'clock in the morning. To Ross, what would it be without my friend Ross? And to Lee Jobber James, thank you so much for coming and giving me shit. It is a pleasure to be thrown shit left, right, and centre. To the last person at side of my head, sorry for going off my head at you yesterday. Wasn't uncalled for. But what have you got to do from now on?
Put my name on my post.
Put your name on your post. That's it. And when you get ready to write your blog up, let me know and we'll put your first one up for the page. Okay? And then I'll put it on.
Yeah. And
then it'll take me 10 seconds. I'll put it in. And then Nixie's bit, or whatever Nixie wants to call it, that's it. Thanks, every single person. I've got a new song for us. We've got a new song. And I played it the other day. Oh, by the way, do you know what day it is? Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? It's movie day.
Is it?
It's movie day. Woohoo! Mr. Hold on a minute. I found this song.
What movie on about?
No, it's not. It's just this thing with the camel hump. Instead of hump day, it's movie day. Little. Goodbye. Right, we've got rid of the song by the Beer Bear in the Big Blue House. Right? So that's now gone.
Yeah.
So that's not. We've got a new one now. But I've got a sneaking feeling people are going to be pissed off. And give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Right. If anybody can hear it, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm shit because this is off my tablet. So if you can hear it, great. If you can't, sorry. But see what you think. Thanks ever so much, everybody. See you next week. Usual time, 10, 11 o'clock. And we'll be here with ICW special. Okay? Take care, guys. Have a great week.